Hey, I'm Digitrailz, and last episode we had worked on improving some of our farms, and I'm still trying to get the kinks out of these to figure out what's going on. Some of the villagers kind of messed up the seed planting and everything, and I'm still trying to let these run to see if I can get everything going. But for the most part, we'll just see how they go. But I have a sign in my house that I didn't place there. Apparently, the cult wants me to build an armory. I apparently need one. Okay. I guess I do need a armory, and so I guess that's what we're going to be doing today. Uh, I've basically just been storing my armor over here and any other miscellaneous armor. I think I've also stored down in these boxes down here. Armor and tools down here. So yeah, I guess we could probably work on building an armory. I have some sort of idea for one. What I think we could do is expand out on this storage area. Wonder why they want me to build a armory. I hope it's nothing bad. So what we'll do is let's build out an armory over here, or kind of let's start building it. Let's expand out back here. That way we can then have sort of a backup area back here. And I may end up actually also throwing some backup armor back at my old base. But let me cave out in here so that we can start building the armory. Okay, now that we have the space cleared out, I think this will be at least enough to get started. What we can now do is start laying out the walls and the ceiling. I think what we'll do is I'm going to use, let's go with iron blocks for the flooring. And I'm going to place some of these down into here. Let's go with iron blocks for the floor to give it kind of more of an industrial look, because I have an excess amount of iron. Yeah, I think that will look nice. At least for an armory standpoint, this is going to be an area that will sort of look more of like a prepping area. Almost like a hidden war room. Yeah. So I'm going to place these down, and then I'll bring it back. Now for the walls, I think what we'll end up doing is something of a mix of stone bricks, since I already have plenty of those going on down here. So let's do something like this. And maybe a bit of iron. Let's see. What do I think? Let's go a bit more stone. Yeah, let me lay that out and see what I think. Okay, I got the walls up. A little uneven, but what I can do is I can push this wall back a little bit, and I just need to figure out how to add a little bit of texture to it. And then I just need to figure out a roof. I may just add some more iron to the top just to give it a nice white roof and even that out. And I think that's what I may end up doing. I may just push this wall back a bit and to make it even, and then put some iron on top, and then I think this room will be complete, and I can actually start filling it with armory stuff. And that is better. It's at least close enough. I have a couple meager spots, but I figured those two openings I may be able to do something with. But now I just need to add the roof. Okay, so I got the roof on, and I also did a little bit more decoration. I feel like this is a good base coat. Now I just need to start adding stuff. And I think I actually figured out what I'm going to do with this section over here and that section over there. And I figure what I may end up doing is pushing these back one more section and putting chests in there. That way I have some added storage. And what I could do is in one section, maybe over here, I could probably keep book storage, and maybe over here I can probably put like miscellaneous armor storage. And that way I have a way of keeping things. Or what I could do is maybe do something like maybe have a smelter system over here and leave that for a future project and have storage, or vice versa. Maybe I could have over here be the smelter, which maybe that actually wouldn't be a bad idea. I'll leave over here. I may just do, let's grab a sign. I feel like that actually wouldn't be a terrible idea. Let's call this armor smelter. Project. So what we'll do is maybe build a armor breakdown thing down here for a future project. But what we can do is over here have some basic storage for books and stuff that won't build onto other things. So now to build onto the other armory things and figure out how we want to build this area up. First step was moving an enchanting setup down here. I think this will do for now. Maybe I'll readjust it later. But now I have my enchanting setting moving down here, and it looks sort of like a miscellaneous set of books, so to speak. And it's better than it being up there. I may rethink this. I was thinking sinking into the wall, but I don't know how I feel about that. But I also don't know how I feel about this. So I'll think about it some more. Okay, so I've added some stuff to the walls. I now have a storage area to bring a lot of my items in. Various tools, like this entire box worth of just tools, armor, and just miscellaneous stuff that I have laying around. I moved my brewing station down here, and I'll have aside for just brewing materials that I can store here, and then just the bottles and the potions that I have left over from there, so that I can just brew a bunch of stuff that I have left over and like put it here. Maybe I'll make a bigger brewing room in the future, but this is really all that I need because I don't do a ton of brewing, but I do some. I also then made 3 display cases so that I can basically make various armor sets for what I need, and so I have some backups. So maybe I can make one for when I go into the nether, and then just a really good fighting one, and so on and so forth. And maybe just like a backup set. So just have them on display, and when I don't have them in there. But yeah, that's what I have so far, and this is what I've been kind of coming up as I go. I just need to figure out what else I want to put in here other than maybe the armor smelter for just a breakdown set. I don't feel like moving any of my villagers into here. I just feel like having this as sort of like a me space, not a us space. So I just need to figure out what else I could use in here other than just having all this stuff. I will need to actually move the anvil down to here and maybe a few other things, but it's going to take a lot more moving down. Now, most of my equipment's been moved over. I've been able to add a lot of my junk items into here in case I want to salvage anything from them. I have all my work in progress armors here that I'm still kind of figuring out. And I also moved all my books down to here that I've been kind of working up over time. I also then moved all my brewing materials and my potions down here as well. And I stacked up a bunch of the anvils over here, and I have some backup. I made some backups over here so that I have a nice little enchanting setup over here so that I can kind of just enchant as I go. I'll have to figure out a good armor smelter so that whenever I want to remove any junk, I can kind of just come over here and do that. But what do you think I should add to here? I'd love to get some great suggestions. I have a couple extra spaces. I have over here, maybe I can put something, and I could possibly put something else over here. I could always just add another armor stand, but I could also dig into these walls a little bit, add something else over here, or add something else over here. And I'd love to get some feedback, see what you guys think. See if there's maybe another thing I could add to the armory, and just see if there's something that maybe would add to this. Could be an armor equipping station, could be something that launches me into the sky. I'm not sure. I'd love to get some feedback, see what you guys think, and see what I would love to see what we're able to come up with. But I think I'm going to wrap that up here and go ahead and work on this off camera. And I will talk to you guys later and let me know what you think. And remember, if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit the subscribe button. If you want to see more videos like this, go ahead and like it. And remember, when you're in Digital Trailz, watch out for digital bears. Bye for now.